in the 90s that there was no spot for them. Aqib Javed played. That's good delivery, another good delivery, good quick delivery. And then we had Muhammad Akram was there, Kabir Khan was there, there was so Fazl Akbar was there. And there was only one spot for them, and then there was a spot for a spinner. Mushi was there, and then Saklan played later on, then Afridi came. So there were so many spinners. But the spinner's job was just to get us a breakthrough. And off you go, just fine leg, that's your place, that's your spot. Mushi used to hate it. He used to swear at us, literally swear at us on the field, there and then. He said, it's okay, you can do the swearing job, whatever you want to do, but yeah, off the fine leg. Used to swear at us, literally swear at us on the field, there and then.
Who was the bowler you had? There's a great clip on YouTube. He didn't play much for Pakistan, but he was rapid and bowled. There's a great clip where he's bowling at Ponting in Perth or something like that.
Yeah, I think Mohammad Zahid you're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah, he comes from the same region where I come from, played for the same club also. Unfortunately, had a stress fracture in his back and couldn't really play much. He picked up 11 wickets on this very ground in his debut game against New Zealand. And he went to Australia also, and Brian Lara really talked very highly of him. He was amazing. It's just that unfortunate that he couldn't really carry on at New Zealand. And he went to Australia also, and he had a very tough kind of action, open-chested, very wiry kind of a guy, very slim, and he used to put so much pressure on his back that once it broke, he never could, come back, or was never the same again. And Pakistan did lose a very fine fast bowler at the time. But yeah, we had so many of them. I mean, I can't really tell you. Azim probably will tell you more about all these fast bowlers in the 90s, but unfortunately couldn't play for Pakistan for long. They had bits and pieces there, their role to play, but not for too long.
Just wondering what the high-performance bowling workload's like from the side of things, Pakistan.
What are you talking about? There was no workload. We never had all these database
high-performance bowling workloads like
technologies and all that. You should just run in and bowl fast. There was no workload. We never had all these.
Yeah, there's been, I suppose over time workloads like
technologies and all that. You should just.
कितने चाहिए बॉस?
सब दे दो, सर्विस है, छट से बिका।
पाकिस्तान का सबसे ज्यादा बिकने वाला मोटरसाइकिल टायर, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी, तो फिक्र कैसी?
तब जाकर जिंदगी हमें मौका देती है, फिर से खुद के करीब आने का।
पाकिस्तान का सबसे ज्यादा बिकने वाला मोटरसाइकिल टायर, ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी, तो फिक्र कैसी?
और इस मोहब्बत को हमेशा अपने अंदर कायम रखना, इसी का नाम तो सूफी है।
सूफी जो नाम है एतमाद।
नया डबल कलर्ड कैप वाला किंग टॉप्स, जिसका ताकतवर रैपिड एक्शन फॉर्मूला मच्छर, कॉकरोच और छिपकली को छोड़ता नहीं, मारता है चुन चुन के।
बोनस तो मिल गया,
पर टायर घिस गए।
सर्विस टायर्स लगाओ, ये चलते हैं आम टायर के मुकाबले में 40% तक ज्यादा। ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी, तो फिक्र कैसी?
बोनस तो मिल गया,
पर टायर घिस गए।
सर्विस टायर्स लगाओ, ये चलते हैं आम टायर के मुकाबले में 40% तक ज्यादा। ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी, तो फिक्र कैसी? सर्विस टायर्स लगाओ, ये चलते हैं आम टायर के मुकाबले में 40% तक ज्यादा। ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी।
Well, it's a time you find out about your captains on surfaces like this. Anyway, down to Neroli.
Azhar Ali, thank you so much for joining us. A smile on your face, 95 runs on the board personally. A lunch, how's this lunch break going to go for you?
Yeah, it will be some butterflies in the tummy, but obviously I've been through it a lot of times, so I'll try and keep calm.
For joining us. It's been a nice battle out there in the middle, particularly with Mitch Stark just in those last couple of overs. How did you find it?
Yeah, I think since morning they tried really hard. All the bowlers, the fast bowlers especially, they bent in the back and bowled some really quick deliveries, but I think the last spell ball was reversing, and the way Stark bowled the reversing, we all know, and we have to respect that.
And the beautiful partnership that you're putting together with the Mama Haq as well. At what point did the pair of you put the foot down and really get this going?
And Yeah, I think so. We'll see in the lunch. We'll talk to
and the beautiful partnership that you're putting together with the Mama Hakas. Well, what point did the pair of you put the foot down and really
we all
get
knew
this
that Australia
going?
is a tough side. They're going to come hard at us, and we have to encounter that. So we absorb the pressure, and hopefully we can build on that.
Really appreciate your time. All the best after lunch.
Thank you so much. This morning, we all knew that Australia is a tough side. They're going to come hard at us, and we have to.
Tell you what, that's a pretty good effort.
We absorb the pressure.
Nazar Ali, 95, and he gives us a quick flash interview. So we're going to lunch, and he'll be thinking about getting that 100. Australia, a team he likes to play against. He's got a double 100 against them. Imam Ul-Haq, he just continues along in his merry way. 154 runs, 343 balls. He's not relenting. Got a double 100 against them. Imam Ul-Haq, he just continues along in his merry way.
Yeah, Imam once again carried his form this morning also. He looked good. He used the pitch quite nicely, came down the pitch and hitting over the top and punching through the mid-wicket. He looked extremely good, looked very compact, and is still out there, still really searching for that double, that big number. And this is what the highest score by Pakistani openers. Tasneem Arif up there. I still remember that 1980. I was little then. 210 at Faisalabad. It was a difficult pitch to ball on. Azhar Ali 205 in Melbourne. That was good. Khalid Badallah before my time and long before my time. Imam Ul-Haq now is just climbing up nicely.
The bowling figures. Stark showed real promise there with the ball starting to just reverse. Some opportunities for opening up. Hazelwood again, just relentless at the line. Nathan Lyon, 37 overs, 1 for 106. Showed himself the sidecar there. Pat Cummins, also the captain who started today with some fire. You know, we'll get from 48 from his 20 overs. Nathan Lyon, 37 overs, 1 for 106. Himself the sidecar there. That's lunch on day 2 here in Rawalpindi with some fire. Looking forward to coming back just after the break. That's lunch on day 2 here in Rawalpindi with some fire. Looking forward to coming back just after the break. That's lunch on day 2.
Shot. This is supreme batting.
Okay, we are ready to go for the toss. We've got the match referee, Ranjan Madagali, alongside me. Ranjan, welcome. And the two skippers, of course, Baba and also Pat. Right, who's got the coin, boys? Baba, you got the coin? Away you go. Heads is the call. Pakistan have won the toss. Baba, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
We are going to batting first because the pitch look like nice. So we are trying to put runs on the board and put pressure on them.
Bobby, you've won the toss.
When you start looking at this pitch, there's not a lot to talk about if you're a bowler, because it looks absolutely flat. It looks dry, but it doesn't look like it's going to start spinning early. But what you're going to have to do, if you come round, you can just see that actually there's not a lot in it, but you might not get the same sort of bounce, certainly for the Australian batsmen that they're used to. So what you want to do, generally in Australia, bowl outside that off stump, you're looking for the nicks out there. On this type of pitch, you're going to have to be as straight as you possibly can. The way you're going to look to try and get people out is by LBW and bowl. So you want to be hitting a good length. It's not going to be particularly quick. If anything, it might be a fraction low and slow. So you've got to get it as straight as you possibly can. And on the first few days, there's not going to be a lot in it for you. But as you always have to do here in Pakistan, you hang in there, you look to get your runs early, because on the last day, this could start spinning. There's a few cracks just here. They may start to open up. But generally, for the first few days, this is going to be an absolute belter for back.
The Pindi Cricket Stadium, where conditions right now are just absolutely superb for a game of cricket. The track is perhaps not as you would expect it initially. It's a little bit whiter than you normally see at this venue. And a reminder that Pakistan have won the toss, and that's first blood to them on the surface. They have elected to bat first, so that's very important for them. And there's the lineup. You'll see if we go down that lineup, they've only picked the couple of seamers, Shaheen and also Naseem. Two seamers, Shaheen Afridi and Naseem as well. Then they've got a couple of spinners in Norman Ali and also Shahid Khan. And Iftikhar also bowls with off spin, but he's mainly a batsman, so they've stacked the side with some batting strength. Two seamers, a couple of seamers and a couple of spinners. Michael Kasperovich alongside you, Waqar Yunus as well. Let me go to you first, Waqar. Your thoughts about the surface for starters?
Yeah, good morning viewers and good morning guys. The pitch looks a little slower, I would say. I think it's a good toss to win. But pretty historically, I would say, just seems around a little bit to begin with through the first hour or so. And I think that's where Pakistan's got to really tackle that. What a wonderful bowling attack Australia have got. Imam playing his 12th test match. He's been out of the test side for a long time. He's making his comeback. And of course, a brand new Abdullah Shafiq on the other side. So it's a brand new opening pair. So that might be just a little tricky for Pakistan. But yeah, it's a good pitch, I would say, to bat on. Just go through the first hour or so, then things will be a lot easier.
And a warm welcome to Michael Kasperovich. Michael, welcome.
Thanks very much, Mike, and wonderful to be here. 24 years since I was last here on the Australian tour, the successful tour, 1-0, and the first test we played on in that series was right here at Rawalpindi. One of the very few wins I think international teams have had on the surface, but I think you're right, Waqar, the surface itself looks sensational. A little bit sparse of grass, but really solid underneath. So it's going to be great to see the new ball, how it behaves on this pitch.
Right, and Mitchell Starc, 19 wickets in the Ashes series, and here we go. This is the start of what should be a magnificent cricket series. A little bit of movement, bit of swing back in. Not flat out, of course, at this stage. 19 wickets in the Ashes series, and here we go. This is the start of what should be a magnificent cricket series. That's away for 4. They're away. Pakistan have started their scoring.
The swing sometimes overpitched a little bit, but look, I don't think the Australians will be too bothered with that, because that's the outsider half of the cricket bat, playing away from the body, and there's 3 slips fields and ready to take the catch if he gets that bounce for support.
And has spent the day under the covers yesterday as well. He's coming back a fraction that time, and that's nicely picked off. And to come back for the second.
If he gets that bounce for support.
Well, one thing is for sure on this pitch, if you get offline, you can be punished.
He's coming back a fraction that time, and that's nicely. Pass outside edge, beautifully bowled. Terrific stuff from Mitchell Starc.
One thing is for sure.
He's forced to play that line, isn't he? It's on that off-stump line. He's trying to play at it. But in that now, it's in the back of his mind.
A young population as well. There's a nice message for the Australians.
It's on that off-stump line. He's trying to play at it.
It's a little bit high, maybe a big shout from Starc. Big shout. Carey's unsure by the looks of things, and they're going upstairs. There it is. There's a nice message for the Australians.
It's on that off-stump line.
It's a little bit high, maybe a big
Can I have the outrage, please?
Big shout.
Yes, forward. There's a gap between bat and ball. Roll it up to the pads, please.
There's a nice message for the Australians.
It's on that off-stump line.
Yes, satisfied. No bat involved. Go for ball tracking when ready. Can I have the outrage, please? Yes. Forward. There's a gap between bat for no decision. Up to the pitch head off. Impact in line. Wickets missing. Go back to on-train umpire. Asan, stay with your original decision. Stand by.
Oh, and again, that time there's half an appeal, and it rips out of the surface.
Stay with your original decision. Stand by.
Yeah, very much so. And
again, that time
the emphasis on that India-Pakistan game just gives...
And it rips out of the surface. Oh, doesn't carry. Warner at first slip, he just went down with his left hand. But even then, I don't think it quite carried to him. Ball doesn't carry.
Yes, beautifully bowled from Pat Cummins, probing just outside off stump, but
even then, I don't think it quite
dying through to David Warner. Alex Carey didn't die for it. Yes, beautifully bowled from Pat Cummins. May well have carried if he'd gone for it, but he wears you down and wins the battle, whether it's a bat pad or caught at first slip.
Oh, big shot. Just a couple of steps down. The man was back. He was just hanging, but it didn't matter.
And I like that from Shafiq. He's not allowing Nathan Lyon to settle on that length. He's decided to back himself, go downtown, just hit through the line of the ball. His head down beautifully from Shafiq. He's not allowing Nathan Lyon to settle on that length. He's decided to back himself, go downtown.
Chance. That's the one you have to be careful with. That came off the face that time, wasn't an easy chance. Chance. That's the one.
It's gone very quickly. It's almost
came off the face that time.
Hit him before it as well. Hit his foot.
It's gone very quickly.
One of the very few grounds left where we're actually right on top of the action. I think Sharjah comes to mind. Sharjah right on top of the action here. Rawalpindi. One of the very few
It's an outside edge. He's got that away though. In the air for a while, and that's going back. Put a point for a boundary.
Right on top of the action here. Rawalpindi.
That's the first boundary for Imam.
He's got that away though.
But it was offish. Once again, the bowlers won't be disappointed, and it's just that lack of control when it's away from the body. He's playing outside the line of his head. Imam, no fielder there to stop that, but it was offish. Score the total. Once again, the bowlers won't be disappointed, and it's just that lack of control.
That if it's seaming around, or seaming a little bit, not around, seaming a little bit, then there's going to be something in it for the spinners also. A little bit excited with that one was Nathan Lyon. Going to come back for the third. So I think there's also a little bit of an abrasive surface there. So I don't think it's so much to do with dryness right now. I think it's more the abrasive surface, Nathan Lyon.
Oh, I think the new ball too, the harder ball would also sort of add that extra bit of bounce.
I don't think it's so much it's going to be something
that's well played too. Playing it so late, excellent fielding. Oh, I think the new ball too. Usman Khawaja don't forward also, or its pace and certainly direction. That's well played too.
Short and wide, put that away. That's the danger, of course, when you've got a part-timer involved.
He's been struggling to get the ball away, slightly short and outside that off stump, spins away slightly as well. Plays it late, plays it fine into the gap.
And that's good stuff from Mahmood Hakim, and that's a reward for all the hard work he's done so far.
Outside that off stump, spins away slightly as well. Plays it
prefer to be bowling around to the right-handed Shafiq. That's good stuff. Cries of catch it. There was a bit of excitement there, but I don't think there was any willow involved. We'll have to wait and see what Aleem Dar says, because he's important. Prefer to be bowling around to the right-handed Shafiq. Buyers only. But his speeds intrigued me. But I don't think there was any willow involved. We'll have to wait to see
his speed, but also just I suppose the arc that he bowls, the revolutions he gets on the ball, obviously accuracy.
Had to leave the crease.
Yeah, his speed, but also just I suppose
down the ground, nicely played, and that's gone for 4.
The revolutions he gets on the ball.
Back after the drinks break, comes down the track, picks up length really early, and hits it over the men in the ring. That's a good strike from